Yo, what is up, guys? We are back today with a Sky Striker deck profile. So I've been grinding locals recently. I've been playing this deck again. It's actually really fun. However, it is no longer the deck it used to be. This deck is purely a going second deck, and it just struggles so hard going first, dealing with cards like shoutout Fusion and the Spiral cards just in general break your board so easily with all the spell and trap destruction and anti-targeting. So it's kind of impossible to go first now. You just have to kind of rely on going second. Now this build is something interesting I was trying at locals. It's probably not the best, but it is spicy, and I wanted to show you guys because it's something I wanted to kind of just let people know that we could be playing. So anyway, let's get on the main deck. So of course, we got the best card ever printed, Raye. Nothing much to say about Raye, but of course there's a new card that goes with Raye, Rose. Rose is really good because it allows you to make rank 4s, as well as puts another body on board for more damage, or as you'll see later, it can it helps you just resolve enemy controller to take their monsters. That's all for the Sky Striker monsters. I'm only playing 3 hand traps, and that's 3 Nibiru. I'm kind of banking on the board break aspect right now. Nibiru is just like, it's a light, which as you'll see kind of synergizes with the card I play. And as well as that, it's just the most insane card against like kind of the mid-rangey decks, like Shadal when they're just trying to kill you, or like or Salamangreat, and it's fairly good against Spiral as well. You just have to remember that against Spiral, you have to activate this card before they make Appaloosa, and against Shadal, you have to use it before they make Winda, or else this card actually cannot be activated under Winda because it summons 2 monsters. So, yep, just keep that in mind when you're playing this deck. So I'm actually playing Lair cards in this deck. So we'll play 2 Arima and 2 Darkest Diablos. So Arima's effect searches for Lair, but Darkest Diablos can summon himself whenever you tribute Raye, which is really nice. It kind of gives you like a board break, or a way to break boards really and kill them. Lair is obviously really insane with enemy controller, and this card is basically free whenever you draw it with Raye. And 3k untargetable is actually really hard for a lot of like the grinding decks to deal with. And for the locals that I played at, I actually decided to play 1 Legionnaire in the main deck because I am playing Melody to search for Diablos. So I thought I just wanted another target, you know. I didn't want to just play 1 target for Melody. So I put in a Legionnaire. Everything in the main deck is light or dark, and you can fairly easily grind into it. It's not like you're resolving this card every game, but I thought it would be fun. And I did resolve it once, and it was really good. So, but also I drew it a lot, and it was kind of dead. I don't know. It's probably not that good. 3 jamming waves. Again, you're blinding second, so we're just picking apart their board and seeing what we can do. A lot of the times when I was playing this deck at the locals yesterday, my hardest matchups were the people who just went first and didn't do anything. I made them go first, and they said, "Okay, go ahead." That was rough because a lot of this deck is like interactive, and you're trying to deal with what they put up. And if they don't put up anything, then a lot of your cards just can't be activated, right? 2 Afterburners. I actually think this card's insane. Like one of the most insane cards Sky Striker still has left. Like being able to double Afterburner someone is just like, just 2 cards take away 4 is so insane. Especially when you keep adding it back off Kagari and all that stuff. For defensive cards, 2 Shark Cannon, 1 Widow Anchor. Widow Anchor is obviously the best Sky Striker spell that still exists, except for Multi-Roll, but I mean, Multi-Roll is really not that powerful anymore, just because there's not much left to recycle. So yeah, this and Multi-Roll, best spells, but this is like insane in a going second deck, right? Because you can steal their monsters and kill them with them. Shark Cannon probably should not have played 2. I threw it in the last second because I thought, what if they make me go first? I need to rely on Shark Cannon, but that never really came up. I did have to go first a few times, but I never had to rely on Shark Cannon when that happened. For these two, we got one-ofs. They're both limited, of course. We can only play one, so we are only playing one. For field spells, I actually play quite a few. We play 2 Area 0. We play 1 Mystic Mine. And then 2 Lair of Darkness. So I am playing set rotation in this, which is why I put the Mystic Mine in there. It's also really good going second if you can like bait out their negates. You can win the game against some decks by just activating Mystic Mine. A lot of people don't main deck outs to it, so game 1 it can be an easy win. And then this card is really cool, being able to break boards with Diablos and Arima and Enemy Controller. Now I'm playing 1 set, 1 Terra. It gets to the field spells. Obviously set rotation, give them Area 0, set your Lair of Darkness, and then you jamming waves your Area 0 to get to Raye is really nice, especially if you already have Diablos in hand, which makes your Lair of Darkness live immediately. It's really cool. So, 2 Mind Control. I was blinding second, so I thought, might as well try to play Mind Control in the main. I never drew it, or at least it never really, put in a ton of work. Obviously, still an insane card, though. I don't know how I feel about it in this list, though. Play 2 Melody, so it searches Diablos. That's really the reason it's in here. I need Diablos in order to get going, really. It's like Lair isn't that good unless you have Diablos, so you kind of just need to play it. And again, it searches Levianeer along with Diablos, which is why I play Levianeer in the first place. So I took Enemy Controller to 3 in this list because I thought that the interaction with Lair and Enemy Controller is just so insane. You tribute their monster, take their monster. All right, that breaks boards so easily. You're allowed to go for game off that with Raye taking out and then summoning Diablos from hand, along with having their monster on your side of the field. It's that just puts so much damage on the board. For the 1-of power spells, we play 1 Rhoda, 1 Upstart, and 1 Avarice. I never activated Avarice, but I never drew it either. Probably not the best card for this build. I mean, it's not really you need to recycle your resources. You're just trying to go for game. But yeah. And for the last card in the deck, it's 1 Double or Nothing. Utopia Double is so good. And a lot of people will minimize their play once they see you going second, right? Or they'll just summon a monster, set some pass, right? And you can start jamming waves, activating jamming waves, destroy stuff, and then just Double or Nothing them. And that is why I feel that's just so good to pass up on. And as for the extra deck, we got 3 Kagari. Not much else to say. This just went to 3 on the Forbidden Limited list. We're not going to play any less. It's just so good. You get to add back all your resources. Yeah. Now, something a little bit weird. So I had a tight extra deck for this one, believe it or not. And since we were going second, I'm only playing 2 Shizuku. No, I don't even agree with this. I feel like I probably could have found a spot to cut for the third one, but the third one never was necessary, but I feel like in the long run, if I were to play in a longer tournament, it was only 5 rounds locals, so if I were to play in a longer tournament, it would definitely be more worth it to play 3. I was playing 2 Hayate. Again, just spots were tight. I was playing 1 Kaina. Going second, you don't really need multiple Kaina. You hardly need the first one, but it does come up, so you gotta play it. That's it for the Sky Striker links. Now we have a few generic links. We have Link Spider. Now this is in here. I know I said tight extra deck, but I'm playing Link Spider. But you gotta remember, I am playing Lair of Darkness, and Lair of Darkness tends to give you a lot of tokens, which makes it really hard to activate your it makes it really hard for you to activate Sky Striker spells. So, this is very good at just clearing the tokens once they sit there. Also, it is a link monster, so it helps you make Ningirsu from the tokens, and Ningirsu is obviously, like, just insane in this deck. I love Ningirsu. So, and if you have 3 tokens at any given point, you can make Link Spider and this can bounce a card your opponent controls if you put it directly underneath Link Spider. So that's pretty nice interaction there. The generic Link 2 I played was Beat Cop. Beat Cop has an effect that if you use Dark Monsters for its Link Summon, you can tribute a monster on the field. So it works with Lair. It also protects Lair with its own effect. So it's also generic, so you can make it with tokens, which is very nice. The one Ningirsu, of course, gotta play Ningirsu, best card. And then, of course, last 2 spots, which is what makes this extra deck so tight in the first place. Like, if you didn't play Double or Nothing, this would be a sure 3rd Shizuku, 3rd Hayate, but we have to play Double or Nothing. There's really no other option. Alright, and that is it for the deck profile. Thank you guys for watching. I will be back soon with some more decks. Peace.